Hey, peace and blessings, shame-free life family. It's amazing that whenever you fill out an application, complete one to become a candidate for a specific position for a company, they want to know your background. Let's do a background check on you. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a disqualifier because anybody can change at any given time. But we just want to do a background check on you because, in fact, I'm hiring you for a banking position. If you've been convicted of 3 armed robberies, I need to know that. Not saying that you can't change, but I need to know that. I want to know exactly your background. Not only that, I want to find out how many jobs you've had in the last 10 years. Can you name the employers on this application? Uh, do we have the liberty to contact your employer or employers pertaining to if you are eligible for rehire? Can you list a group of references? Can we contact those references? How about character letters? Do you have any character letters that you would like to submit along with this application before we consider you to be a viable candidate for this position? Now, if the natural world can understand the purpose and the necessity of doing a background check from a physical standpoint, when it comes to relationships, why don't we get the same memo when it comes to spiritual background checks and emotional, psychological background checks, spiritual background checks? Before I make an investment in you as being my husband or as being my wife, let's do a spiritual assessment. I want you to complete this spiritual application. I want to know what's in your bloodline because when 2 become 1, then I've got to fight your generational curses. I got to fight your battles. So I need to know what's in your bloodline and you need to know what's in mine. How about an emotional assessment or an analysis? Where are you emotionally? Let's talk about the brokenness, the abandonment, the trauma issues that may be unaddressed. Let's talk about what happened to you at 5 years old, 10 years old, 17, 25 years old. Let's talk about those issues because I want to know if you've been putting in the emotional and psychological work, or are you a piece of work? So this is something that I believe is a teachable moment. And it's not necessarily putting someone under the microscope of scrutiny, but relationships should be deemed as being an investment in building something together. And even the Bible says that, when a house is built on sand, when the winds blow and when the floods come, it washes the entire house away. It crumbles because it's built on nothing that's solid. So we need to know exactly what we're working with before we even begin to build this process, this ministry, this partnership that's called a relationship. Because unresolved issues will sink any ship, including a relationship. Until next time, as I always say, your life begins when you say so. Let somebody fill out that application and you complete one yourself. Peace and blessings.